You don't think it'll be chaos if it's a hung parliament?
I don't think it'll be chaos at all. I think it's already been chaos. You've had the major parties running us for years, and this is where we're at. I have never seen in my time, apart from the middle of the 80s, when house prices went up to 18 or 19% interest rates, I have not seen the country like this for the last 30 years. So, the only people to blame are the major parties, and quite frankly, the talent pool of people that they're putting out there leaves a lot to be questioned. That's another issue that you have. People cannot just afford to throw away their jobs and spend 12 months or 2 years campaigning and trying to find political funds out there to run in an election. That's where we're at.
You would enjoy, though, a hung parliament, though, would you not? You and other independents, because you've got the power. You're the kingmakers.
Well, yeah, we have had that in the Senate, and that can chop and change, but you've also got to work with everybody. You've got to work with the major and the minor parties. And obviously the other independents out there to actually make deals go through, and you do have to work very hard with that, and you also have to have personal relationships up there to make that happen. So as for the Senate, I mean, they can do whatever they want, and all the power you can have a hung parliament down there, but it still needs to get through the Senate. We are a house of review, and just because that's what they decide to do downstairs doesn't mean we always agree with it. Our job is to go through every piece of law that we make up there, is to go through it with a fine-tooth comb, mate. And if you're not doing that, putting it under the microscope, then you are not doing your job, and make it better. Because most of the time it's about 50% okay, and then you've actually got to make it better so it stands the test of time. That's what we're up there to do.
We saw the Teals dining with the Prime Minister in Canberra last week. Is the horse trading already underway?
I don't know whether the horse trading, I'm not sure how I've been up there for quite some time now. So for me, I do have those personal relationships. I don't need to go to the lodge. Obviously, if I need to speak to either Peter Dutton, the opposition leader, or Anthony Albanese, I try not to overreach here, but I certainly can ring them and have a private conversation. So I'm not fussed who goes in. I have relationships with both of them and their people in their parties, and I've been able to attain that over the last 10 years.
Who do you prefer, Jacqui?
To be honest, I'm not too fussed who I'm working with. I get on with Pete, and I actually get on with Albo, mate, and I get on with his ministers. We're very small down here in Tasmania, we're all related. So personal relationships with both sides, mate, so I'm in a pretty good place.
Look, I'm probably burying the lead here, but the RBA rate call tomorrow, it is the story of the week. And of course there will be political ramifications. The politics is a cut favours Labor, a pause favours the coalition. Is that about right in your view?
People are doing it really tough out there. Those people with those $600,000 or $700,000 loans to see an extra $30 back a week, I'm not sure that's going to drive them over, and they won't really feel that. That's going to take a couple of months because people are really under the pump. I think what people are really, it's going to be a wake-up call, is when they get their energy bill in the first week of April and they still realise after 3 years of promises that they'll reduce our energy costs. That has not occurred, and that is a big household budget item right there, and it's costing people a fortune and small business, mate. It's hurting like hell out there.
So it would be your preference. I mean, the RBA independent, yes, we know that, but are you suspecting there'll be a cut tomorrow if it's 85% priced in?
I have to be honest with you, people are pretty miserable out there at the moment. To give them a little bit of hope, I think, if anything, to give us that rate cut would give some people some hope out there, if anything at all. But seriously, I don't think it's going to help them with their bills in that first couple of months a great deal. They're not going to notice it too much.
It's good to see you as always, Jacqui. Thank you. We'll chat again next week.